What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're doing well. Now, you know it's big if I have to get on camera for this, man. This is a big deal. And I think a lot of us need to look at the gravity of the situation here. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, hit that bell icon. Your boy is back in full effect. Hope you're doing well. So let's go ahead and start this, man. There's a lot to go over. If we were to go back a little bit, you know, Microsoft bought Bethesda for $7.5 billion. This was a big investment, arguably the biggest investment for any studio at that time. Microsoft, as of today, has officially shattered the record and has bought the third biggest publisher in the gaming industry. And that right there is Activision Blizzard, ladies and gentlemen. They have spent $68.7 billion. And I know you guys are wondering, that is a big investment. What could they have possibly have gotten? Well, let's go ahead and go through these studios. With the purchase of Activision, they now have access to Activision Shanghai, Beenox, Demonware, Digital Legends Entertainment, High Noon Studios, Infinity Ward, Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games, Solid State, Toys for Bob, Treyarch, Blizzard Entertainment, Vicarious Visions, and King Digital Entertainment. To put this in layman's terms, for those of you that are unfamiliar with those studios' names, Microsoft now has access to games like Overwatch, Call of Duty, Diablo, Warcraft, Candy Crush, and StarCraft, and two more editions such as Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. I'm gonna get to those in a second, but we're gonna move on to the actual announcement here. This is a big deal, man. This is a big deal. Now, I already see people leaving comments. I saw a few comments about this, and I was like, I thought we learned from this by now, but again, a lot of people are still keeping hope alive, so to speak, and I'm here to be that guy to tell you it's not going to work like this. Now, if you're on the fence and you're like, oh, you dudes are being negative, you guys are saying, oh, this, that, and the third because of this game happening or because of this acquisition, I need to tell you right now. I'm going to be honest with you right now, okay? Dudes really think that these games are not going to be exclusive to the Xbox Game Pass moniker with this acquisition. It's going to go down like that. It's just like Bethesda. It's going to be exclusive to Xbox supported platforms, including Game Pass, the whole 9 yards. That's how it's going to go down to. Now, to those of you that are going to be confused by this, let me explain how the whole thing is. So they already pretty much confirmed that they will remain independent because they have contracts. I'm pretty sure they got to obviously oblige. So whatever games they are under, contract with currently that is coming to the PlayStation 5 or 4, because, cross-gen is still a thing, they're going to happen. Those are going to happen. All right. Those games are still going to happen. Whether the game did not drop yet or still dropping in the future, it's going to drop on those platforms because they're under contract, under oath. They signed contract. There's, legal stuff involved with this, okay? Once all that stuff is done, then you're going to see this whole studio be underneath the one umbrella, which is Game Pass and Xbox. Just like Bethesda. It's going to be the exact same thing. Unless you have Game Pass or an Xbox, you cannot access these games. That's how they're going to go about this. Now, I want to talk about something that Phil Spencer said in the past, and a lot of us laughed it off, me including, so you guys can throw me in the mix here too, because I'm no saint. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I ain't no saint. I'm a realist here. But Phil Spencer said a long time ago that he was not giving up hope on the possibility of Game Pass going to PlayStation. And a lot of people laughed at him going, oh, there's no way that's going to happen. There's no way Microsoft would ever be able to budge Sony into letting that be the case. Microsoft now owns Call of Duty. Call of Duty, regardless of how I feel about it, how you might feel about it, whether you love it, you hate it, you want it to die in the inferno, this game has so much leverage when it comes to market share. This game has so much leverage when it comes to being a game changer. Imagine Microsoft being able to say on stage that we are the only platform where you can experience Call of Duty. I'm talking about console, obviously, platform. Obviously, it's going to be on PC. But imagine them saying that and the gravity of that situation. I don't think Sony wants to be part of that conversation. I really don't. Sony is going to do whatever they can to get Call of Duty on there, because contrary to popular opinion, Call of Duty prints money for itself regardless of how people feel about it. And also, with this acquisition, this gives me hope kind of for Call of Duty, because unionization and obviously, you know, what they're going to do in terms of the new standards they're going to put into that company. I do see Activision getting back on its feet, and also eventually getting back to its roots when it comes to Call of Duty if they push it in the right direction. Let's face it, Call of Duty is in desperate need of an overhaul, not a remake in terms of bringing back OG characters like Ghost and McTavish and all that, right? No, it needs a rehaul. It needs to be gutted. It needs to be redone. It needs to have its basic features redone for the new generation. It has to be something as a love letter to not just the OG fans, but to everybody of the series. Servers need to be fixed. It makes no sense that Halo Infinite runs smoother than this when it comes to performance. This stuff needs to be fixed. And I do see that happening underneath Microsoft's guidance. I do see that happening, okay? But also, there's another game a lot of people are not mentioning. And it's a game we got from Software last generation. Who remembers Sekiro, ladies and gentlemen? Activision, if I remember correctly, is the one who published that and owns that game. Sekiro is underneath this contract. So if you want a Sekiro 2, which more likely we probably will get eventually, it's going to be under Xbox. There's a lot of stuff in this deal that a lot of people are not understanding here. And this is a big game changer, man. It's a big game changer. And I can say this with confidence, man. I can say this with confidence. Microsoft, with this investment by itself, already guaranteed one or two of the following. You're either A, gonna buy an Xbox, or B, you're gonna be subscribed to Game Pass. And speaking of Game Pass is at 25 million subscribers, if I remember correctly, right? Remember that number we kept talking about? I brought up multiple times for you guys about where they want to get Game Pass to a certain number where any publisher will look at those numbers and go, damn, that's a lot of potential people playing my game, and they won't turn it down. 50 million is the number. They're halfway there already. With the inclusion of Call of Duty games being there day one, day and date, Diablo day and date, World of Warcraft day and date, StarCraft, Overwatch, if we get a sequel. I'm not sure if that's even going to happen. I'm not really an Overwatch guy, so don't quote me on Overwatch. But you get what I'm saying. Sekiro, right? Crash Bandicoot, all this stuff. All this stuff day and date in Game Pass. You don't think those numbers are going to go up? And you don't think Xbox gained a little bit more value in the long run? It has. It's pretty big. And speaking of that, Phil Spencer also made a bold comment not too long ago. You guys remember he said, and I quote, that he can see day and date in the future of PlayStation. He can see that. And how many times have I told you guys that I'd be surprised by the end of this generation we don't see day and date with PlayStation games? How many times have I said this with you guys? It's literally changing in front of your very own eyes. And I think a lot of people need to wake up and be a little bit more mindful. Instead of focusing on what the other side has in terms of games for now, I mean, let's face it, they just bought Bethesda not too long ago. So those games are coming. We got to wait. Activision. We know Activision's got the games, right? Especially the ones that are contracted with that are already coming that will eventually come to PlayStation because we know those are contracted. But after that, what is going to happen afterwards? You have to really think of the future and the potential of this investment. It is that big. And as far as Sony, responding, like how would Sony respond? Personally, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you flat out to this camera. I do not want this to turn into no damn, oh, Sony announced they purchased this guy. Sony announced they purchased this guy. I'm going to tell you why. Because all that's going to do is just make everybody look at the situation and go, okay. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those petty type of things that you're going to see in the market. I don't want this to become a monopoly where it's like, oh, Microsoft owns all the Western RPG market type of thing. You know what I mean? And Sony, even though it kind of is the case with Microsoft, but I don't want to be that type of thing where it's like they own all this stuff here and Sony can't get access to versus us having, just the games in general and them owning select publishers. I'd rather it be like that. Everybody has their own, hands in the pot sort of thing, as opposed to just two megaton corporations doing this. Because that's the last thing we want right now. It really is. But at the same time, it might actually happen like that regardless. That's just how I feel on the whole thing, man. I really do. So whatever you do, or whatever we see, in the future, it remains to be seen. But I think the situation has definitely changed. And I think a lot of people really need to start looking at Xbox as a vital threat right now, because they really are a vital threat. They have become the biggest threat we have ever seen at this point in time. And Phil Spencer knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was already set. He was primed. He was ready. He was just waiting for that big time to announce it. And what way to start it? With the start of a new year. A new year, and they now own Activision Blizzard. That is a that's a megaton announcement. Let's just keep it a buck. It's a megaton announcement. And nothing is trumping this announcement. And I do agree with Colin Moriarty. Like, I don't want this to be like Microsoft owning everything, because I don't think, because that eventually, all that praise is going to start turning into hate. It's like, oh, Microsoft earns this, or taking this from this, that, and the third. We don't want that conversation. I agree with him on that. I think we all would agree. We don't want that conversation, but we do want Microsoft to be competitive, and we do want Microsoft to be in that conversation in terms of like, yo, okay, Sony's got this, right? Microsoft's got this. That's where they're at right now. And with this announcement, they just solidified that. There you go. Sony's got the Bloodborne. I'm hearing reports of a Bloodborne 2 happening, right? Bloodborne remake. Okay, cool. Activision with Microsoft, right? Microsoft has Sekiro. That is their response to Bloodborne. So I'm going with this. They have an alternative to Bloodborne with Sekiro. A lot of people don't think about this stuff, man, but they got Sekiro. I mean, it's going to be very interesting, this whole generation. It really, really is going to be interesting. And that's where I'm at with the whole thing. So I sound excited because I am excited for the future. But at the same time, I'm very interested in seeing how things progress from here on out. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Are you guys blown away by this? Are you shocked by this? Is this a game changer to you? Or do you think people are quote unquote reaching? Definitely let me know. Till next time, it's your boy Ryan. I am signing out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Y'all be good.